Infinitely moving for millions of years, water created our world. Life was born in water, and life is impossible without it. Rivers, seas, oceans, our whole planet is covered with water, and it seems it has no end. However, less than 0.5% of all water resources are fresh or underground streams that humanity may use for our needs. Are we reasonably spending the fortune that was given to us? It's not about spending less, as the used water does not disappear. It becomes contaminated, and by using less water, we simply contaminate the amount we had used even more. We all take our part in the movement of water. In every town in this planet, hundreds of thousands of tons of water are poured daily from the taps. As our ancestors, we drink water from ordinary and subterranean rivers and give it back to the rivers. But now, we are too many, and rivers get contaminated, get more shallow, and altogether disappear. Water sources are vulnerable and require constant day-to-day monitoring for both our own safety and for keeping the water for our future generations. More complicated technology is used today in the purification of drinking and wastewater. A modern lab utilizes multiple methods and modes of control, the task of all of them being to evaluate the quality and safety of the water to be supplied to our homes or to return to its rivers. Modern lab analyzers help manage hundreds of daily analyzed samples. One of the most important features of these devices is automatic quality control of the measurements. The movement of water is unceasing, but even performing hundreds of analyses per day, a lab cannot provide continuous monitoring, which is so important for the processes of clarification, decontamination, and filtration of drinking water. This is the task for industrial analytic devices. Owing to their constant work, we may be sure that every drop coming from our tap has passed a very strict quality control. Nature is highly capable of regenerating, and should the humankind disappear, hardly anything will remain of us in a few thousand years. But today, we spend water faster than it regenerates. Without sewage treatment facilities, we would have deprived ourselves of further development. With the world population growing, requirements for the quality of wastewater purification are becoming stricter, and it is impossible to provide it now without specialized instruments monitoring the quality of wastewater. The water that we have used arrives to sewage treatment facilities in 2 to 4 hours, having traveled through several kilometers of drain pipes. Whatever may be found in this water, several hours and several stages of purification are required, among them sediment detachment, mixing, detention, and recycling, before water may return to its natural source and keep its movement. Installing detectors straight into drain outlets at all stages of purification has been made possible only recently with the development of electronics and instrument engineering. This has allowed a surge forward in the technology of wastewater for purification and the application of such purification methods, which could not be widely used previously because of the absence of instrument control. Besides, constant monitoring of oxygen and biogenic elements of nitrogen and phosphorus made it possible to significantly lower power costs, and that means lowering our common costs for the purification of wastewater. Returning purified water back to nature, we are keeping its movement, keeping the ecological balance, and providing for our own safe living. Modern laboratory and industrial devices controlling the quality of water are our essential helpers in this.